Did you remember how we started with this book?
Yes, I remember it was we wanted to have a physical book to talk to our kids who were going to primary school. We wanted them to have something to look at that they could see themselves reflected in, and we wanted to be able to share with them what primary school was like before they went.
Yeah, so when I first saw your manuscript, I immediately formed an emotional connection with Wei Wei, you know, the girl in the first story who struggled to wake up. Yeah, and I immediately feel that, you know, this is a great opportunity for me to walk into that milestone because my daughter is going to primary school next year. And this book is such a nice way for us to bond over that primary school experience.
I remember our process was very organic. I love that we didn't rush the stories and that we gave each story its own time to unfold. You know, this collection will help parents to teach their kids about important executive functioning skills. Like for Wei Wei, waking up on time for school is such a struggle for many kids. With Imran, how he learned to handle money and counting because they need to buy their food in school. And for Priya, about organizing herself, getting herself and her things ready. And for Finn, you know, the most important part about primary school, making new friends.
Yeah, and I remember when I was illustrating, we would come across ways to improve the storytelling even further, and then we will go back and forth to adjust the text and adjust the illustration accordingly. I really enjoyed that process.
Yeah, I did. I remembered how each time we met up, you know, the stories kind of came alive on their own and just took a different direction.
Yeah. And each story has a different color palette, so this reflects how each child and each family is different in the way they experience the primary school life.
I still remember how I felt when I saw your colors for Imran. It was really nice. It was such a different pop, you know, from Wei Wei's story, which was very subtle and soothing.
Yeah, I'm really glad that the printing gives such high fidelity that when I look at the book, I could say, yes, this is what I saw when I designed it.
For independent first-time authors like myself, the traditional printing landscape has long been dominated by the challenge of the minimum order quantity, MOQ, which is a financial hurdle that is frequently unviable for creators at the start of their careers. Digital print-on-demand technology fundamentally alters this economic reality. It empowers authors to print in small, manageable batches, be it 50 copies for a school event or 100 for book launch, and reorder as demand dictates. Removes the significant financial risks associated with large speculative print fronts. The Jet Press 1160 CF further elevates this new paradigm by delivering offset comparable quality in these small quantities. This means independent authors like myself are no longer forced to compromise on professional production values for the sake of flexibility. We are entering a new era for independent publishing, where the tools for writing, illustrating, and now printing at a professional level are more accessible than ever. The MOQ is no longer the impossible barrier it once was, particularly for creators of children's books like myself. A children's book is more than just words on a page. The physical book triggers a sensory experience that ignites a child's imagination. The tactile nature of a physical book activates specific parts of our brains, creating memories that digital media can never replace. Children love the smell, feel, and colors of their favorite book. The simple joy of turning a page is the first step to self-autonomy. As an author, the ultimate goal is for any story to have a tangible presence in the physical world, to be carried, cherished, reread until its spine is broken, repaired, and passed on to others. A legacy that a digital file simply cannot achieve. After months of dedicated effort crafting a story, the final printed product must be a faithful representation of that creative work. Washed out colors or blurry illustrations will ruin the narrative and dilute the message. The Jet Press 1160 CF has proven to be a technology that truly understands and respects our visions as creators, delivering a final product that matches the intended color fidelity with remarkable accuracy. The technology in this sense becomes a true partner in the creative process. For fellow authors exploring the world of print on demand, the message is clear. Do not compromise on quality. The technology to achieve offset comparable results without the burden of a large-scale commitment is now a reality, and it represents a remarkable advancement.
The color we see on screen versus what gets printed will always be different. But how different? And in what direction? How do we as illustrators adjust our digital files to compensate for that difference? Even a subtle shift in the shade of a character's skin color or the warmth of a sunset sky can fundamentally alter the emotional impact of the illustration. Being able to print in small test quantities is a game changer. We feel more in control of what comes out of the press. Digital printing technology has come a long way. The stigma that digital means lower quality is not true anymore. The results produced by the Jet Press 1160 CF proved it. I recommend close collaboration between illustrator, designer, and printer. We can develop a process of testing and reviewing the color profiles and paper types that will best serve the story. Ultimately, the shared goal is to form an emotional connection with the reader. The child who opens the book is not concerned with the printing technology used, but with the immersive magic of the story's world.
What Melissa shared highlights how children's books, especially for early education stages like primary 1, place very high demands on print quality. For a long time, offset printing was seen as the only way to achieve this level of quality. But today, this perception is starting to change. Children's books are one of the most demanding print applications requiring vibrant colors, consistency, and the ability to handle heavy ink coverage without compromising readability. This is exactly where the Jet Press 1160 is designed to perform. The Jet Press 1160 CS pigment ink achieves high color density while keeping ink closer to the paper surface, resulting in sharper detail and less stroke growth. At the same time, these water-based inks offer a safer option compared to conventional oil-based inks. Digital printing today is no longer just about short runs or convenience. With the Jet Press 1160 CF, we can achieve output quality comparable to offset while maintaining the flexibility of smaller quantities. This means creators no longer need to choose between quality and flexibility, they can have both. Beyond print quality, we provide a complete solution from paper selection to workflow and finishing compatibility, ensuring consistency from proofing to production. We also support offset-focused printers in transitioning smoothly with the right workflow design and after-sales support. Digital printing is no longer just an alternative. It is becoming a preferred approach for many publishing projects. Our FUJIFILM Group purpose is giving our world more smiles. Through this collaboration, we brought the story to life with the author and illustrator, and we hope it brings joy to children who read it.